Welcome, lovely viewers. This is the SDM show. I'm your host, Betty Akusia Jebu. This show is being sponsored by Aladdin Turkish Restaurant, located at Tesano, adjacent the police station. For more information or news, kindly contact us on our social media handle, SDM, on Facebook, and on our website, www.sdmnewsonline.com. We're going on a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Aladdin Turkish Restaurant. We do Turkish starters, we do jollof rice, fried rice, we do pizza, we have shawarma, and then we have natural juice and then ice cream. We do delivery services, and we are located at Esano, adjacent to the police station.
Welcome back, lovely viewers. We have in our midst today a very lovely lady by name Jessie Colitego. Welcome, madam.
Thank you.
It's been nice having you. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Pleasure to be here as well.
Thank you for your time. If I may ask, who is Jessie Colitego?
Well, just to correct, it's Jessie Table Polly.
Oh, okay.
So, Jessie is, should I say, a phenomenal woman.
Okay.
She's a strong woman. And I see myself as a true testimony of God's favor and mercies and His grace. I love life, I love fashion, I love people, I like to laugh, I like good food, I like to have fun, and I like the law, I love my family,
Okay.
and basically I love life, and that is me.
Why law and entrepreneurship? Because from what you just said, I came to conclude that you love clothes a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So why law
Yeah.
and entrepreneurship?
Okay. So well, first of all, I don't believe that one should limit themselves to just one thing. And also, I feel like sometimes you might find yourself doing certain things, or you may be good in one thing and be good in the other as well. So for me, that's how I see myself. And law has been something that I have always dreamed of doing since I was a child, and I've been learning towards it. And by God's grace, I became a lawyer. But aside that as well, somewhere inside of me, like I said, I've loved fashion. I've had a passion for fashion, and even as a small child, I love to sell little things. So I've always had that entrepreneurial quality in me. So that's how come I am a lawyer at the same time, an entrepreneur.
Oh, okay. Would you encourage anyone to go into law or practice law, especially in Ghana?
Oh yes, I will encourage anyone at all that has the dream, the aspiration, the passion or whatever. Maybe you see lawyers and you admire them. I'll say go for it. It's a good thing. The sky is your limit. Don't look down on yourself. Just aim for it, and who knows, you will come out in flying colors.
Oh, okay. Are there any merit and demerit when it comes to practicing law? Because it looks like it's only the bad aspect that we get to hear.
Oh really?
Yes.
Bad aspect?
Most people are
exposed
exposed to the bad aspect of that. When it comes to social media, maybe in reality it might be different.
Okay,
yes.
I don't know whatever misconceptions people would have, but I would say that the advantages of reading law or being a lawyer, first of all, it makes you very sharp, because law is all about being analytical, finding solutions, being a critical thinker, and that is what the law makes you. You become a critical thinker. You are able to look at situations, get an objective view about it, analyze it per what the law says, and then come to a conclusion. So this kind of exercise generally would make you a critical thinker. Secondly, the honor and prestige of being a lawyer comes with it as well. Secondly, when someone hears you're a lawyer, there's that trust for you as well. Okay, so that's also an advantage. Thirdly, as you become, I wouldn't say that once you get to the law school and you become a lawyer, you're going to be automatically rich.
Okay.
But as you go through the years and you get sharper, more experienced, it's lucrative as well. And then there are many opportunities for lawyers in Ghana, irrespective of where you are from or what your specialty may be. Some people may be more of company kind of lawyers, others may be the media kind of lawyers, others may be criminal lawyers. You'd have so many specialities, or maybe the general ones who do everything, but whatever or wherever you find yourself, you will do well. As for the disadvantages, I can't think of any, but I just quite remember that when I was growing up, they used to say that when you are a lawyer and you die, they bury you upside down. But that is not even true anyway. So for me, that is the only, if there should be any disadvantage, that's what I would say, but that is not even true. Yeah.
Okay, from what people say or from what I know, some people say it's not easy. Being a lawyer in Ghana and practicing it is not easy. Is it that easy?
Well, I would say that it's not. You know that when I started, I even said that even when you go through the process and you become a lawyer, it's not easy. You have to sort of go in the profession. So even in terms of the education system, we are sort of overburdened. Then, as much as there are a lot of people who are interested in reading law, but our facilities are very limited. So that's what is causing this kind of competition. So that in the olden days, you could just, when you pass your exams, you could just get into the law school once your grades are fine. But now, because of the high numbers, they have tried to place some kind of limits on it by doing an entrance exam. And then sometimes it comes with all its problems. Personally, I think that in as much as we want to build quality lawyers, the school should also be opened up to give people the opportunity, to become lawyers. Yeah. So all in all, this is the situation that we find ourselves here. But I would say that anyone that is still thinking of it, don't let it,
be able to pursue your dream.
Yes, you should. Don't let it discourage you.
Okay.
Just be focused, and if you do your best, there are people who, despite the situation, lawyers are still being called. How about that?
Okay.
So if you stay focused and you push yourself harder and you are very determined, you would make it.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll be on a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Aladdin Turkish Restaurant. We do Turkish starters, we do jollof rice, fried rice, we do pizza, we have shawarma, and then we have natural juice and then ice cream. We do delivery services, and we are located at Esano, adjacent to the police station.
Welcome back, lovely viewers, from the commercial break. We've been talking to Madam Jessie Tego Koli. Yes. Now we're going to our next topic. We want to talk about the LGBT. Gone were the days when it was LGBT. But what you know now is LGBTQ plus I. We want to go further and ask her further questions on that. Hello, Madam. Welcome back again.
Thank you.
Madam, please, what is your take on LGBTQ plus?
Well, before I speak on that, I would also want to take this opportunity to wish all women a happy International Women's Day. Now, what is my take on LGBTQI? Your question is a bit vague.
Okay.
What do you mean, what's my take? What does it stand for, or what is it?
Yeah, what does it stand for?
Okay, fine. So LGBTQI, I think it's just basically lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer sex and intersex and its associates.
Okay.
So that's what the LGBTQI stands for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gone were the days when I wanted to ask if our laws or the laws in this country does it really work when it comes to that. Because what I know is we tend to discriminate against those people without knowing what exactly they mean.
Okay.
Do our laws really work? Or in this country, do our laws really work when it comes to that?
Yes. I would say that yes, our laws we first, I think your question is sort of like in a twofold. So
Yes.
I'll just approach it, as we go. So the first leg, which is do laws really work here? Yes, the laws work. And if you look in the criminal code, it spells out clearly that having a natural canal knowledge is a crime.
Okay.
So that is the law. A few people, I don't know, there was this well-renowned case that was all over the airwaves and the media. It was about a doctor who had sodomized a young
yes
boy.
yes.
So yes, he was convicted, and it was based under this very law of a natural canal knowledge. So yes, the laws do work. Now the second one, which you said that they face some discrimination, that is also very true. In the sense that there are a few individuals who put the law in their own hands.
Okay.
They sometimes beat them, they treat them badly, which is bad, which is not good.
Yes.
So you'd find cases of people who probably walking on the streets, they may or may not be gay, but somehow people have beaten them up just because they think they are gay. Even if they are gay, you shouldn't put the law in your own hands and beat someone.
Yes.
You should report to the police, let them investigate, and then put the case at the right course. But don't take the law into your own hands and beat someone just because they are gay. So that's the clash now.
Oh,
They
okay.
are actually being discriminated against.
Oh,
yes.
Is our country ready to establish that kind of let me say, are we ready for this? Is this country really ready in terms of resources and everything to entertain such?
No, I don't think that we are ready. But if you look at a system, I believe that a system has laws. Okay. So when we even look at human rights, before I even delve deeper into your side, I just want to give like should I say some background knowledge.
Okay.
If we look at human rights, everybody has the right to life. You have the right to health. You have the right to a lawyer. Even if you're in trouble, even murderers have lawyers, right?
Yes.
So everybody has some law to some degree. But then again, your right ends where someone else's begins. So
yes.
in as much as that right, society creates boundaries so that you do not overlap those rights that you have. So there has to be that balance. So that's how come laws are made to regulate the system. So where we find ourselves now, that law has been made, okay? And if you look at this homosexuality or for whatever they call it now, you would see that it has its disadvantages health-wise. Some of them have health issues.
Okay.
We are not already, our hospitals are full. Hospitals are dealing with COVID and other related issues. And of course, our health system isn't 100%. So are we ready? I would say no, we are not to add on to our already existing problems. We are not ready to add on to it. Okay. In terms of how our society is built up, are we ready for having two mothers raising a child or
it's like we are not ready to accept them. Maybe the acceptance is the problem.
Exactly. The society is even hostile to them. So I don't think that we are ready for them. Yes.
But are there any advantages of LGBTQ? Any advantage? Because someone was just telling me it will boost the economy. People will buy or export pampers and those things. I was like, no. You see, when you are weighing two things and the negative becomes too much, it is a no.
That is it. You have a point.
You see.
But as Christians, how was the approach of Jesus when Mary Magdalene was faced in adversity, or he was faced with opposition, or she was just about to be stoned? We saw how Jesus separated the human being from the crime. Okay, he separated the human being from the crime, so that in as much as I would call it a frailty disorder, in as much as they have that disorder, let's seek help for them. Okay, because some of them, you would realize that some of these people, they have very good fashion senses. They are good with sewing dresses. They are good with hair, makeup.
Unless some even own organizations.
They are
and they employ
some
people.
Are even doctors. Some are doctors. Some are lawyers. Some are engineers. Some are whatever contractors. They do everything that someone else does.
Yes.
So now when you separate that frailty or disorder from them, they are human beings who also can put should I say, contribute to a quota, the nation's quota. So you shouldn't beat someone or kill someone for that. In as much as there's that disorder, that person can also be productive to society.
Yes.
Do you see?
Yes.
So if he's a doctor, he can equally save lives.
Yes.
So for me, that's what I would say. That let's separate the crime from the human being and treat them with some respect. Okay, don't beat someone just because of that. It's a crime, yes, but I think that people are also being a bit too harsh on them.
Okay.
So that if it's a crime, let's, like I said, find the right procedure to deal with them.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you also look at what the law is currently, there was an issue that arose. Their office was closed.
Yes.
So now, what is happening is that there are gaps in the law. Okay, although the law says unnatural carnal knowledge is a crime, there are some school of thought who are asking, are lesbians part of unnatural carnal knowledge? And this has caused a debate, because before you go into the ingredients of what constitutes knowledge, there has to be a penetration of the penis. So normally that's how, as a lawyer, you look at the ingredients to establish it. But there are also some school of thought that have said that, well, once two women are sleeping, it's also not natural. But that is also something that we have to leave to the Supreme Court to decide on. But that's a debate going on. Also, another issue is that most of the time when these cases happen, they settle them in the house. Most of the time sexual offenses, sexual issues are settled.
Because of our culture and everything.
Yes. So most of the time
they come out to say
they are shy.
Yes.
So it doesn't come out. So most of the time those cases don't even rise higher in the court for.
And I'm also like, even most of them are not handled the way we want it to be handled.
Yes, that's also a factor. So all these things, then that it creates these ambiguities. Secondly, as well, there also a school of thought that is arguing that the association that they forming a group is that a crime.
Okay.
And that also has caused a debate where there are people who say that it's not a crime to form an association, but at the same time, once they are forming an association to promote a crime, then they think that they should be stopped. So these are the two debates going on, and I think that recently, just today in the news, I heard that Parliament had passed a bill to make the advocacy of this LGBTQ a crime. It hasn't been fully, should I say, passed, but it's going through the process. So these are some things to look at that the law currently is going on in the law with regards to them.
We'll be on a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, lovely viewers. We are here with Madam Jessie Tego Connie once again. Welcome, madam.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to ask why law and entrepreneurship, in the sense that it is not easy practicing law. Why did you act entrepreneurship to it? Is it because of passion, or maybe you saw someone doing it, or maybe you went for a training for it?
All right, thank you so much for that question. Like I already said, it's first of all it's a passion. I like it. Secondly, I also believe in multiple streams of income, and like I said, I also believe in just not limiting yourself to one field. It should be balanced, not necessarily being a jack of all trades, but because sometimes too it can make you a master of none. But at the same time, I believe in being diverse and doing other things simply. Yeah. You asked if it was easy. Of course, it's not. It's not. But there's nothing easy. Okay. So it's just about you putting your mind to it and pushing yourself a bit and challenging yourself, knowing there's some that comes easy, especially with the clothes, because it's like you have a passion for it. But even with that, there are so many people selling clothes. So what will make you different from the rest? How do you also get your market? All those things require some kind of effort. So you do that with the cocktails as well. You need to create a trusted brand, find out people who are interested in cocktails, how to get the good market, how to see event centers, all that is work.
It looks easy on social media. But then when it
Exactly.
comes to the ground, it's something different.
Yes, it does.
Especially even managing people. So how does it?
Yeah.
How is it like?
Yeah.
Getting people to even believe in your dreams.
Yes, that is it. Managing people. So for me as well, I think that sometimes it works for me as well because I'm a lawyer.
Okay.
So they'll say, oh, she's a lawyer, but she does cocktails. So
Okay.
there's that trust. Okay, so then someone would so other lawyers would even recommend me to other people, and other friends would recommend me. So sometimes it helps because in this day and age of scams and all that, and sometimes with a business as well, something like the cocktails, you need to sort of pre-finance.
Okay.
Maybe you need to pay half or something, or sometimes even the full amount, so that I can buy the ingredients and then prepare them for you. So sometimes your profession also helps to create that trust, because sometimes you meet people you don't know on social media, and then you ask them for money right away, they would egg back. They would want to say, I want to see you, can I pay you after you've provided a service, all those kind of things. So sometimes doing different things helps. It creates cooperation. Someone will say, I know her, she does this, I do this. So sometimes those are the little things that help.
Do you have any difficulties? Because there are times we go to parties, we are like, wow, this drink tastes good, this one tastes not too well, and everything. And what is your feedback? What kind of feedback do you give people?
So normally with the cocktails, what we do is that before you come to the bar, we ask you what you want.
Oh, okay.
If you want alcoholic, non-alcoholic, even with that, we'll ask, do you want it milky, or you want it something juicy?
Oh, okay.
Or something, something a bit like soda. It depends on people's preference. Someone will say, I want it sour, I want it minty, I want it sweet. Someone will say, I don't take sugar. So you have to make sure you ask all those questions before you prepare the drink for the person to suit their needs, their respectful needs, and then after that you realize that your clients will be satisfied. So that's my approach.
Our Ghanaians really patronizing it because it's like something new to us. To me, from where I'm coming from, something new to me. Cocktail is something new to me. Yes.
Oh, right now cocktails is like the it thing.
Oh, okay.
Every wedding that you go, or every engagement, or every ceremony, most of the time is cocktails. Because people are kind of should I say, I'm tired of the usual drinks, the usual soft drinks that we have. So this one adds like an exotic touch to it. Sometimes you can even use the local drinks to create drinks. So you mix them up. You can use sobolo to create a nice cocktail.
Okay.
You can use mint leaves. You can use some oranges, fresh fruits. So sometimes that even tends to be a bit healthier than the carbonated ones that are filled with so much sugar. So I think that for now, a lot of people are loving cocktails. Yes, and it's exotic, it's jolly. You have them in your jars and your straws, and it's a delight to watch. It's a delight to drink, and you have your ice in it, and it quenches your thirst. As opposed to just being served some drinks that are chilled, it's boring. So the cocktails jazz up the occasion. Even as you stand at the bar as well, you talk to people at the bar. So it also creates that social gathering at the party, as opposed to just sitting down and being served by waiters. So I think that a lot of ceremonies now opt for either a local bar or a cocktail stand.
Do you have any favorites among the flavors?
A favorite. I have
tell
a
us the
few.
names. Me personally, I don't know the names. There's only one or two.
I have a few, but I love mojito.
Okay.
Mojito, and I love Chapman as well. Yeah. So Chapman is non-alcoholic, and mojito is more alcoholic. But these two are one of my favorites. Yeah, and they are so easy to make. Yeah.
I think that's a social media handle on the cocktail.
Sure. So it's Mikoli Cocktails. Yeah, and the Mikoli is Mekoly. Mikoli Cocktails.
Okay, there are a lot of boutiques and shops in this country. What makes Just a Closet GH different from others?
Oh, we have very lovely dresses. I particularly, because I'm a lawyer, I love the corporate outfits.
Oh, okay.
So I have more of my should I say, legal friends.
Okay.
Hit me up for, can I have a suit? Can I have a dress for office? So I'm more into the corporate and formal, aspects of clothing. But
Okay.
sometimes I do a few casuals where anyone at all who sees something on my page can always send me a message, and then I send out to them.
Oh.
Yeah.
What kind of advice would you give any young and upcoming person or lady who wants to combine maybe a profession with entrepreneurship, or anybody who wants to climb the ladder of success?
First of all, I would say that anyone at all that wants to climb the ladder of success, I would say that go for it. Don't let your sex, your age, or your background discourage you at all. The sky is your limit. You just need to push yourself harder, work harder, read more, and I think putting God first also helps. It's something that I can testify to. So I would say that being a strong and perseverant person also helps, and you need to be very disciplined to be successful. So these things, if you have them on your fingertips, you will make it.
The crew and I are very grateful for your time, Madam Jessie. Thank you very much for your time.
First of all, I want to say thank you to Snow Digital Media for giving me this opportunity, and it's an honor to be here. I just want to say hello to all my friends and loved ones. If I mention someone's name and I leave someone out, it might create a problem. But especially to my husband and children, they are dear to my heart. My mom and my brother, and then all my lovely viewers, my followers, and my friends. Thank you so much.
We've come to the end of the show. I'm your host, Betty Akosia Jebu. This show was brought to you by Aladdin Turkish Restaurant, located at Tesano, adjacent the police station. Kindly reach us on our social media handles, SDM, Facebook, and on Instagram, Snow Digital Media. On our website, www.sdmnewsonline.com. Thanks for watching.